Hey, what's up? So we all know, yes, everyone, all the Packers fans and the Viking fan too, I guess, know about Zadarius Smith from this past weekend and kind of some of his. He didn't shake hands before the game, didn't shake hands after the game, kind of all of his issues with the Packers organization. So I'm not really here to relitigate that. What I am here to talk about is how we may have seen some of that stuff show up on the field. We're going to look at one specific play and how that may have shown up on the field. So this is going to be, we'll show the play and then we will talk about it. It's going to go to Lazard, roughly over there. So let's kind of look at it. So the first thing before we really get into it, people always talk about, Joe Barry and Preston Smith is on people. Well, hey, man, listen, that's Zadarius Smith on Alan Lazard in the slot. So I guess, I don't know if it makes you feel any better that Ed Donatel also does that, but Ed Donatel also does that, I guess. So we're going to have this kind of follow concept over there. He's going to follow along. Roger's going to extend the play, find Alan Lazard late on 2nd and 5, 15-yard gain. Nicely done. So what are we looking at? Okay, the first things first, like I said, Z is on Alan Lazard. What they're going to be running here, something we've seen, I think multiple times this game, certainly at least twice, I think 3 or 4 times we've seen this, kind of this clear out concept here, although he's kind of running a stick nod, kind of a double move there. Then you kind of replace that with follow stuff. So you're looking to clear out the middle, and then you read this inside out. So you're reading Alan Lazard here. And then you're reading the outside guy there. I think it might be Aaron Jones in this case. So that's kind of how you're reading that. Then over here, you got this kind of this one-man stick, quick outlook over there. And you got this two-man. The Vikings are on a two-man there. So that's what we're going to do is got this matchup here. And the main thing we're looking at is this kind of follow concept here that you're reading inside out. So here we go. And again, Z is on. I want to, this is the key part of this video, I guess. I want to belabor the point here, but Z is on Lazard in the slot there. So he's going to be, Rodgers is looking. Eric Kendricks is on Tunyon there, but it's still not entirely clear whether he's going to be clearing out necessarily. He's turned, but Rodgers doesn't want to fire. Reading this inside out, he doesn't want to fire right there because if Kendricks can still fall off of that, and you're not really getting much of a gain out of there. Are you trying to hit that point there at 2nd and 5? But if he gets blown up in the middle for a 4-yard gain, probably not the best use. Also, maybe that's intercepted. If he falls off in time. I don't really know the reason, but it certainly looks like Kendricks could go either way. And Kendricks is a guy who's given the Packers and Rodgers problems in the past. So that's probably why he moves off of there. Could go Jones, but he chooses not to. So he's going to kind of tucks it. He's looking, but then he kind of starts to feel the rush. He feels it breaking down a little bit. So Rodgers finds this area here. He's going to break out. Here we go. Now, at this point, ignore this. The 95 running down the line. Now, Rodgers is faster than that man, but he's got the angle on him, and that's kind of hard to do. He probably takes him down, at least rushes him out, widens him a little bit, so Rodgers can't quite cut up here. You also have this guy coming down here, this safety right there coming down to replace. So Rodgers can't really do anything. Now, there's the Zadarius Smith of it all. Now, I don't want to say this is all on Zadarius Smith because I don't know by the time Lazard kind of crosses here, I don't know if there's some kind of pass off and coverage they're supposed to do. If the safety's supposed to be picking him up, and then it's Z's responsibility past a certain point to fall back down. I'm not entirely sure. How this looks to me certainly is Zadarius Smith was on Alan Lazard. He sees Aaron Rodgers and says, I would very much like to hit Aaron Rodgers. I don't like the way the Packers have treated me, so I'm going to make a bum rush for him. Now, I don't know if this is all on Z. It's easy to put it there just based on the narrative. I don't know if that's entirely true or not. But the fact of the matter is you have Zadarius Smith coming down. You've got this guy coming down. You got 95 kind of getting to the flat there. And all of that leaves is a nice little ocean of space right there. Lazard just kind of run into. He's got his hand up. He's got the mailbox going. So Rodgers extends this play. Everyone's kind of breaking towards him. You've got 3 guys right here. Rodgers going to float it right up over the top. Right there. Nicely done. Lazard catches it. We'll look at this from the back angle when we get out here. So again, it's kind of like a tongue-in-cheek as far as like Zadarius Smith. Again, I'm not entirely sure. I certainly, if I was defensive coordinator, I certainly would not say, hey, Zadarius Smith, you have Alan Lazard man-to-man across the field. That's generally not how that works. They are in 12 personnel, so maybe they match them with base and the way they motioned or whatever. I'm not entirely sure. But I certainly would not expect Zadarius Smith to be able to carry Alan Lazard the entire way across the field. But as you can see already, And he looks to be spying Rodgers. He doesn't look like he's picking up any route there. Got this guy's bailing. Kendricks is over there with him. So I mean, to me, that certainly looks like he's not expecting to pick up anything. And maybe he's just not looking. I'm not sure. But he starts breaking down. 95 is breaking down. Z then abandoned and breaks down. And then Lazard just finds a nice little path there. So take advantage of some of that aggression. Z gets his hands on Rodgers, wasn't able to do anything. And then Alan Lazard just kind of stays down for a gain of 15 on 2nd and 5. So just kind of a fun little oddity of a play, just seeing Za'Darius scream down on Aaron Rodgers like that. Felt like something that needed to be talked about. So I don't know. I hope you enjoyed this, I guess. And I will talk to you later.